Have you ever lost it in a sales presentation? Have you ever had a prospect shout at you? Do you fear prospects arguing or shouting at you and you don't know how you'd respond? This is going to help you do that, and it's going to help you with the aid of a closing technique. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and if you want to subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Drop your comments below and we'll get into this. Bah! Let's get into this. Woo! Now, the main point about this is we need to be dealing with all prospects in a professional and capable manner, not just the happy, friendly, polite prospects. So even the ones that are a bit more assertive than we'd like, even the ones that are a bit more, a bit hotter, a bit more hot to handle, let's say, or a little bit rude sometimes. We have to deal with those guys just the same as the really nice prospects. Now, the question is, how do you do that? I'm going to tell you, and we're going to be talking through that today. Now, this comes from Zig Ziglar, who's a great sales trainer. Now, what we need to remember when we're dealing with prospects and people in general is everybody wants to be right and everybody wants to be liked. People want to be right and they want to be liked. That's generally the same for all people, no matter who they are, where they are, what situation they're in. That's what they want. Now, the point here is everybody can't obviously always be right. So what do we do in those situations where the prospect is, wrong or we're wrong? But let's focus on the prospect being wrong and assume that we have control of all our emotions at this point. When we treat prospects right with, courtesy, professionalism and dignity, they will act right. Now, what we need to remember is a little bit of empathy. Just imagine if you were in their situation, you might feel the same as they feel right now. And by putting yourself in that position, it allows you to not judge so much and calm down a little bit here. And that's the key. When you're dealing with an angry or irate or, just high tempo person, don't match their level. You need to bring it down, control it, and be professional. Now, one tip here is relax. When someone's, chewing you out or having a go at you in a sales context, relax. Let your hands go, loose by your sides. Chill out. Relax. Don't interrupt them. If they're having a go at you, let them get it all out. Now, one of the amazing points that he mentions here is regardless of how angry somebody is or how irate they are, it's unlikely that they'll be able to be continuously angry and irate for a period of longer than 2 minutes, which is what we need to remind and remember here. So when people are being angry and, confrontational, we need to let them get it out. Don't interrupt them, because by interrupting the individuals when they're, on the flow, it allows them to recharge their, their anger muscles and get even more frustrated. So if someone's having a go at you, if someone's shouting at you, if a prospect is not very happy with you at this point, number one, don't deny it. Don't get defensive. Let them get it out first. Now, if you listen until the anger has been released, you're going to have taken a lot of steam out of the venom and out of the anger here. A lot of the sting out of it, which is what we need to do here. We need to take out the charge. We need to let them release the charge first. Now, we need to remember that the person that you're dealing with is probably in a highly charged emotional state. Now, what happens here, a lot of people match that same energy level. If someone's shouting at me, I'll shout at you. What we should do instead is the opposite. If somebody's shouting, let them get it all out of the system, and then what we do is we lower our tone. Now, the best thing to do here is to remove yourself personally from this situation. It's not personal. Nothing's personal here. They're just venting their frustration. And then what you need to do is something that might be a little bit hard. You need to thank the prospect. You need to say, look, Mr. Prospect, look, Mrs. Prospect, thank you for sharing that point of view with me. Now, when you do this, you haven't compromised yourself. You've not said they're right and you're wrong. You've not done anything over the top here. You just thanked them for expressing their opinion, which they will be grateful for. What this does do is it lets the prospect know that you're going to handle this in a professional manner. Calm, professional manner. Now, you need to reassure the person that you're still going to help them. And if you memorize this little script, you can use it in almost any situation. When you're faced with an angry person, use this script. Mr. Prospect, thank you for sharing your honest feelings with me. It's important for you to know that I really want to help you. I understand how you feel and you have every right to feel that way. Would you be willing to work with me to find a solution to this uncomfortable situation? Now, with this little presentation, you've shown the ability to deal in good faith without giving up your side, without bowing down to the prospect. And it essentially allows you to get on track. And it takes a little bit of the sting out of the anger as well. Now, you didn't agree. That's an important thing to note here. But you thanked them and you asked if they were willing to come to an agreement on the next steps here, because you're still willing to help them. Now, we need to seek solutions to problems rather than seek to be right. Don't seek to be right. Don't seek to inflate your ego. Seek solutions that will help you get there. And that's important here. Now, we need to remember, it's very hard for people to stay angry at you if you're staying professional, positive, and you're still willing to help them with their situation. Now, one of the things here is, and I'm trying this all the time, is to remember that nobody can get under your skin and make you feel a certain way unless you give them permission to do it, because we decide how we feel and what we think about. Number 1, just to recap, hear them out, let the anger erupt, don't interrupt. 2, be patient. 3, be tactful. 4, we need to empathize with them. If I was in your situation, I'd feel the same way. 5, we need to acknowledge their importance. 6, you need to articulate your response slowly, quietly, and confidently. 7, use time-oriented action words. 8, we need to never allow other people the permission and the ability to control us and control how we think and what we think about. If you're going to be in sales for any period of time, you're going to have disagreements and conversations along the way. Now, this is something that I'm going to listen back to, that if you do encounter any situations like this, we just need to remember that little script, say it over again, and we can conquer anything. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and if you want to subscribe, that'd be fantastic. If you've got any sales tips, or if you're in sales as well, let me know what you think about this video, and if you've got any tips of your own. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.